Good kill, good kill. Hey, good kill.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. We're here today looking at the Heatblur F4 Phantom. I know a lot of you have been waiting to get your hands on this thing, and we finally got a preview build so we can start showing it off to you guys. The release date as announced by Heatblur set as the 21st of May. Now again, I literally got my hands on this thing less than 24 hours ago, so you know, we've all been doing a lot of learning, trying to figure out things we can show off, and there's still a lot we got to figure out and a lot I got to learn about this thing, but I've kind of figured out how to do some intercepts. We can do some sidewinders and some sparrows, so let's go ahead and get in the air and see what we can do. We're going to go MiG hunting. We're going to look for some Mig-21s and see if we can make some quick work of them. Show off a little bit of the aircraft as we go too. Alright, here we go. Already in the cockpit you can see how well this thing is modeled. I know you guys have already seen it from previous Heatblur videos. There is the F-14 Tomcats. As you know, Heatblur also did the F-14, and they did an equally amazing job with the F-4.
Is this flight going to be treetop?
Look at this. Are we going to go low on this mission? If you heard Jester there, he said, is this flight going to be treetop? It looks like he just kind of like initiates conversations with you. So as you can see, we're just taxiing here, and I wasn't talking to Jester at all. He initiated this conversation. Are we going low?
Oh, great. How low?
How low do you mean? I don't know. Let's go below 100. Not actually, but you know, there it is. It's interesting. You know, it's like a new added layer to Jester. Kind of brings him to life. And he has, in my opinion, maybe I'm wrong about this, but I feel like he's been toned down a little bit. He doesn't talk as much as he did in the past. He's actually just providing you a lot more useful information rather than just chit-chatting the whole time. I've done a couple of takeoffs and landings in this thing so far, and it's interesting because it almost feels like it doesn't want to fly the F4. It's like a giant brick with two rockets on it, but it takes off and lands pretty easily, which is weird. You wouldn't expect that, but it's actually quite intuitive, and it's actually pretty simple to take off and land in this thing. This thing is, you know, the F-14 doesn't really hold your hand, but this thing really doesn't hold your hand. It makes the F-14 feel very high-tech. And in terms of dogfighting, I mean, you know, it's a challenge. But the amount of detail that Heatblur has put into this so far is pretty amazing. We'll get up to the runway here, and we'll blast off, and I'll show you guys a little bit more in the air. Also, from my understanding, some of those pilot customization options, those will come later, post-release, after the 21st of May, so keep your eye out for that. Here we go, we're taking the active runway here. And you guys will see what I mean when I say it takes off really smooth. It doesn't jolt or anything like that. You can hear the squeaking of the brakes. The amount of detail is just incredible. Just amazing. Okay, we'll start pushing the engines up. Here we go. And we're rolling.
Engine's good, airspeed off the peg.
Here we go.
80 knots. 100 knots. 50 more and we'll be airborne.
And
Gears moving.
it's weirdly intuitive to fly this thing. Keep in mind, I have no idea what I'm doing still. Like, again, we got this like
Gear up.
less than 24 hours ago, right? So, still learning. And you can see the radar is a whole different thing, you know, that you got to learn to read. And again, like I said, it makes the F-14 seem extremely high tech. Makes the F-14 feel like an F-22, man. It's crazy. But you can just see the way the sun reflects off everything. It's so beautiful. And let me show you this. I know a lot of you already know about this, but those of you who don't, you can click on your canopy here. You can see the little green indicator, and then you can just start writing on the canopy with your marker. And you can just left click to write. It's very simple, very intuitive. And there you go. And then you just click back on the green thing, and it goes away, and there it is. It's so cool. And you know, if that was offensive to your backseater or something, you can just click on it, and you can use the right mouse button. Just hold that down, and you can erase whatever you wrote there. You know, and you can put more important things on there. I don't know, radio frequencies, coordinates, that kind of stuff. You can write them on there. Might be useful during your missions. Alright, so I've entered the area. We're going to arm the gun, and we're going to put the master arm to up. We're going to turn off the interlock, and I have everything set up for the jettison.
I'm not getting any IFF.
Jester sees bandit off the nose. Let me show you something else. There we go. You gotta look cool when you're dogfighting. We'll drop the tanks. And let's go get this MiG. We'll switch over to radar. That's my Sparrows, radar missiles.
Lock. 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 4 potato, shoot.
Okay, he says shoot. You have to actually wait after a radar lock to shoot the Sparrow. Information needs to be sent to it. Splash 1 Mig-21. But it needs to receive tracking information before it's launched. If you shoot it too early, it'll just go stupid. Got the first guy.
Neil, 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock, okay. I knew he had a wingman. There should be 2 of them out here. They were maybe trying to ambush. You know, you kill one and the other guy jumps you, or you chase one and the other one jumps you. So let's see if we can find this other guy. We'll climb a little here. Yeah, so the interlock thing is like, think of it as a launch override permission thing. If you're not in parameters to shoot the Sparrow, it won't let you. So you have to actually turn that off or meet the launch parameters of the Sparrow in order for the missile to come off. You know, so there are a lot of nuances to learn. This is your true airspeed indicator right there. And I see this guy. He's down low.
Wilco.
Tell Jester to get a lock.
1,000, 2, 1,000.
He'll count down.
3, 1,000, 4, 1,000. Shoot.
Shoot. Fox 1. And for some reason that doesn't track at all. Such is life with sparrows. Okay, we're going vertical, and I got Sidewinder selected. The Mig-21 can be a formidable opponent for the F-4 in a dogfight, but you know, you got to use your advantages, which is power. You have a tremendous amount of power in this thing, so I'm using the vertical. There's Tone, Fox 2 from me, and that didn't look like it tracked. Yeah, it was a little too close. Alright, I still have 3 more Fox 2s, Sidewinders. And here we go, we'll lead him on the way down. You can see the visibility out of this thing is not very good. Not very good at all. Especially if you came from a Viper, for example. And there he goes in the vertical. This is perfect because he's just against the blue sky. Sidewinder will see him easily, Fox 2. And look at that, it's tracking, and he's all out of flares too. Splash 1, Mig-21.
Bandit is down.
So I found that works pretty well with the Mig-21, is pull them into the vertical. They don't like that kind of fight. Well, at least, you know, the F4 does better, in my opinion anyway. So far, that's what I've got figured out. But yeah, this thing is amazing. Let's head back to base and set it down without getting killed.